We're talking Blue Raider football. Live from the Boulevard Bar and Grill, it's Rick Stockstill Live. 1 hour of football conversation with the head coach of the Blue Raiders. Be a part of the show on Twitter using the hashtag AskStock. Tonight's show is presented by Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Bud Light, it's for the fans. And Ascension St. Thomas, official hospital partner of MTSU. Now with head coach Rick Stockstill, here's the voice of the Blue Raiders, Chip Walters.
Let's go! Welcome into the Boulevard on this Monday night for Rick Stockstill Live, and special day it is as we continue to bask in the glow of a great victory over the weekend as Middle Tennessee went to Miami and knocked off the 25th ranked Hurricanes by a score of 45-31. Good enough for some applause there for sure, and kept the Raiders record perfect. Only 90 years between games with Middle and Miami, but the Blue Raiders are now 3-0 against Miami. And have now knocked off a couple of programs that have won national championships in football. So a lot of good things. You can pull a lot out of that. But bottom line, Coach, for you and your guys, all the credit goes to the players and your staff for the outstanding job of preparation they did and then how they took care of business out on the field.
Yeah, Chip. Yeah, obviously just so excited for our team, for our players. They just did a phenomenal job all week in their preparation and, following the game plan. Our coaches were outstanding, all week putting a plan together, and then how we executed during the week or during the game. So I'm just so happy for those players that they get to experience something, as monumental as that, because it was big. And I told them yesterday that, there can only be one first time, and they get to be the first team to ever beat a top 25 team. That's something that they'll cherish and be able to remember for the rest of their lives, and it's pretty cool.
One of the other quotes that you that got a lot of play from your post-game press conference, and I think you said it on our air as well, is that, it makes you feel good when you're able to do things that people don't think you can do. And kind of expand on that a little bit.
Well, I think anybody, Chip, especially an athlete, a coach, a competitor, you run your business, whatever you're doing, and somebody says you're not good enough or you're not, you can't do this, and then you go out and prove them wrong, it just gives you a little bit more air in your lungs that you stick your chest out a little bit bigger, and you prove people wrong. And, nobody thought we could go down there and do that. And that's why that's why Vegas, picks odds. And a lot of people didn't think we could do it, but, there's about 125 in that locker room that thought we could, and went down there and did it. And that's makes those kind of wins or those kind of games that much more special, when you go down there and do something as big as what we did there Saturday night or Saturday afternoon.
And not only that you did it, but in the fashion that you did it.
And I said it after the game. It wasn't. We didn't throw one in at the buzzer. It was a butt kicking from the beginning, and I've gotten probably, a lot of flack or whatever for saying that, but. I don't want to take anything away from our players because, we kicked their tail. And I've said it a couple times today already that, to me, what's not getting enough credit, is we stopped them on the 6-yard line. We stopped them on the 2-yard line. And all that is toughness. And that's being more physical. That's being tougher than them. And are we? You getting ready to cut me off?
No,
here? Okay.
No.
I
want to make sure you sound clear, and this message gets out clear.
And they rushed for 194 yards, against Texas A&M, the number 10 team or whatever they were in the country the week before, and they rushed for 60 against us. They averaged 1.6 yards per carry, and that's that's toughness. You're stopping them, and I just, we just played so hard. And then the second half, when all those reviews, you think you got to stop, you think you got a fumble recovery, you think you got to stop, and they go to the booth and replay it, and it comes out, where it's reversed. That's the mental toughness now that you have to bounce back from that joy, that excitement. Oh, you can't get woe is me. And our guys did that. Their competitive spirit was, at an all-time, just off the charts. Man, we competed our tails off, for 60 minutes there. And just those guys, we left it all on the field. And the other thing I'm proud of, not one time, everybody made a big deal out of going to South Florida and that heat and all that, and it was hot. Not one time did Keith, our trainer, go out on that field to get somebody because of cramps. We cramped, but we did it on the sideline. We weren't going to do it on that field. We weren't, and we talked about all that. We weren't going to show anything that we couldn't do something. And we just did a phenomenal job of, the toughness part of it is I'm extremely proud of that part of the game.
Yeah, we'll kind of go into some of the particulars of the game in our next segment. But, to set all this up and to kind of relive some of those moments, like what you said, your guys, they never flinched. And there was you said to me this morning that you kind of wondered, had all – your Florida State gone out of you, a little garnet and gold, but there was part of you that seeing the U come out there, not that you needed your fire lit anymore, but you certainly took a lot of pride about that, and a lot of your teammates and former guys from FSU, you got a lot of communication from those guys leading up to and after the game.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot about it a little bit because heck, it's been 40 years since I've been in that that arena. And, just the emails and stuff I've gotten to, the last couple of days from Florida State people who some I know, some I don't know, just, thanking us, for that game. And, got a couple buddies that, were at the Florida State Boston College game. And during pregame warm-ups, they were showing our game on the big screen there at Florida State. And then when they announced the score when it went final, they all said that, they started chanting Middle Tennessee, all the fans there in the stadium. So it was two teams won. Florida State won, and Middle Tennessee beat Miami this weekend.
That's right. That's for sure. And, and those friendships and those relationships go back so long. What is your since that happened, what's been your media schedule? It's kind of blown you up a little bit.
Yeah,
but that's good.
It beats the alternative.
That's correct.
And Mark Owens has killed me, but I had several today, got several tomorrow, got several Wednesday, and I let him know that we play Friday, so I can't do anything Friday. So, but it's been good, and it's a great opportunity to spread the word about Middle Tennessee and Middle Tennessee football, and again, it just shows you, the magnitude of that game, how much people follow the U, follow Miami, and beating them,
that's beating a pretty good brand right there.
It's a pretty big deal. So I'm honored to do it, to be able to talk about our team and about our university and about our program.
And I'll say this, I had to come over yesterday, and when the equipment truck had not left campus by more than an hour, and your guys were walking back out on the practice field in shoulder pads and helmets. So that's just that message where fans and ourselves, we get to kind of either, bask in that for a little while or grouse about it for a little while, no matter what the outcome is. What it shows is your guys have to turn that page and go right on to the next thing.
Yeah, we didn't get 24 hours on this one.
No, you didn't.
And got about 12. So, we got back after midnight. And a shout-out to all those people that came, met the buses back on campus when they arrived. That was pretty cool. And our players really appreciated that. And so I want to let y'all know how much that meant to our players and to me. So, but no, we got back and shout out to them truck driver, that truck man, them suckers, man, they're all over the place, and they drive through the night and get everything back, so we're ready to go the next day.
Yep, well, they leave about an hour after the game, and they were back here in 15 hours after the game was over on Saturday evening. Rick Stockstill Live is brought to you in part by the Murfreesboro Post, Rutherford County's local newspaper. Subscriptions to the Post are just $20 a year for 52 issues. Visit online at murfreesboropost.com today. Back to the Boulevard with more Rick Stockstill Live here on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Coach Rick Stockstill. Have you heard about the MTSU debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? This is exactly what you need for your busy lifestyle. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at Ascend's 2 on-campus ATMs and at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Bank where the Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
Ascend is federally insured by NCUA. Visit us at ascend.org.
Put Lee Company on your team and you'll always be ahead of the game with home maintenance, improvements, and repair. Sign up for a Lee Company home maintenance plan to have your heating and air conditioning system tuned up twice a year. In addition, you'll receive a comprehensive electrical and plumbing home inspection, plus member-only discounts and priority service, all for as low as $8.25 a month. For the very best electrical, heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000 or visit leecompany.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Experts in bones, joints, and muscles, and with more than 60 specialists in locations across Middle Tennessee, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit us at TOA.com or give us a call at 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, or TOA, the official team doctors for Blue Raider Athletics.
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor.
I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Dr. Mark Hardison with Middle Tennessee Oral and Implant Surgery. We are so proud to be able to serve the Blue Raider teams and their families when they need wisdom teeth removed, dental implants, or other specialty oral care. Our mission is to provide health care as it should be, providing compassion, availability, and excellence to every one of our patients. We deeply appreciate the support of your business as we join in supporting our team. Let's go Blue!
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
News Radio WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Welcome back into the Boulevard. Just across from campus, the Boulevard Bar and Grill, our favorite sports bar and grill in Murfreesboro. Stopped by today, and a lot of folks have stopped by tonight for Rick Stockstill Live, and glad to have you all here with us. We'll be back again next week, Monday night at 7 o'clock, and today is a busy day due to your shortened week. And we'll talk about that in just a bit. But this game got underway Saturday, and there's been a little bit of a trend. And people say, well, how do they get that confidence? But third week in a row, you've either had a defensive touchdown or a special teams touchdown in the first quarter. And second game that you've intercepted a pass on the very first play of the game by the opposing offense. Do you think that – is there something to that, setting a tone when the defense or a special teams unit can make a play and in particular put points on the board?
Absolutely, Chip. You know, and either way, I mean, you look at it, you know, when the offense, if they get the ball first, if you can drive down and get points, I mean, that's it energizes you. The defense, you know, if you get a stop, you know, because everybody's got a script, you know, that they do the first drive and all that, and there's a feeling out process. But you get a stop, it's always good. You get a turnover like we did at Colorado State, an interception and a touchdown off of it. Man, it just energizes you right now. And then yesterday or Saturday when DeCorian, you know, did a really good job of baiting the quarterback in there to make that throw, and did a nice job. And, you know, you think about it, they had 3 turnovers in the first 7 or 8 plays. And, you know, it just gives everybody confidence. It energizes the sideline. You know, and we almost had, we could have, should have really had a block punt, maybe even 2 block punts in that game Saturday. So, yes, to answer your question, that stuff energizes the whole team.
Yeah, and the Blue Raiders got, after DeCorian Patterson's interception, Middle moved the ball down to the 11, got a field goal from Zeke Rankin, and then immediately on the second play of the next drive, Zaylen Wood got the pick 6, and today Zaylen was named the Defensive Player of the Week in Conference USA and was also named the Walter Camp National Defensive Player of the Week yesterday. That is one athletic big fella.
Yeah, you know, and you think about, I was thinking about this the other day, that you think about Zaylen's last 5 games, 6 games, I guess, 2, 4, yeah, his last 6 games. He caught a touchdown pass against FAU. He got an interception in the Bahamas Bowl. He got an interception for a touchdown, you know, here in this last game to go along with a couple sacks. You know, so 3 of his last 6 games, he's either scored a touchdown, he scored 2 touchdowns, and got an interception as a defensive lineman. I mean, that stuff doesn't happen in a career, let alone in the last 6 games.
Yeah, his line for Saturday: 2 sacks, 2 TFLs, 1 fumble return, and 1 interception. And as you mentioned, you talked about his last 6 games and what he's done. Well, that kind of reflects your football team, because you've won 5 out of your last 6, dating back to that FAU game last year in a must-have to go to the Bahamas Bowl, and then got through there with Toledo, and here we sit.
Yeah, you know, it's and again, you don't look that far back, but I'm proud of our team. You know, we're 3-1 right now. We've you know, we just keep on plugging, keep on working, keep grinding, and get a little bit better each day and each week, individually and collectively as a team. And you know, that's what you strive to do. And our guys are really, you know, they're really locked in. They're really focused on, you know, we've got a good edge about us. I guess what I'm trying to say, we've got a good edge where we're at right now, and a good mindset. We're in a good place.
Yeah, and not only do they have the edge, and you've been around a lot of teams, they truly enjoy being around each other, and each guy on that football team is bought into the fact that they can enjoy their teammates' success.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I talk about. We got a T-shirt, you know, we not me, you know, and it's all about we. It's, you know, whatever I can do to make the team better is what I'm going to do, and they've done a good job of buying into that. You know, we started that back in January when we came back, because we live in this transfer portal world. We live in this NIL world of all about me, you know, and how many likes I can get and how many retweets I can get and all that stuff, you know, and everybody wants to focus on me, what's best for me, and that's why I came up with that we not me. And our guys have bought into it, and they believe in it, and, you know, if we have success then individually you'll have success as well.
Absolutely. Well, Zaylin Wood was not the only award winner of the week. We'll tell you about the other one in just a moment. But want to remind you that Blue Raider fans get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town. For your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs, Lee Company is the team to call, 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Back to the Boulevard here in Murfreesboro after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Every week, our Blue Raiders go the extra mile to make sure they're at their very peak. At Sunbelt Bakery, they do the same thing to make sure their granola bars are at their peak. Every week, Sunbelt Bakery brings new batches of granola bars from their bakery to your neighborhood. That's why Sunbelt Bakery's granola bars taste like they just baked them. Because they did. Try a Sunbelt Bakery granola bar today and taste the difference. Sunbelt Bakery. Bakery fresh taste. No preservatives.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity will be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and proud partner of Middle Tennessee Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the details.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you'll never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 6 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market now open. Located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Whether you go online or go in person, City Auto in Murfreesboro is where you go to see a gazillion cars and choose the one that's right for you. And there's no better time to go than now because we have a bigger, brand new facility. It's the easy, comfortable, convenient way to find what you're looking for. Remember, cityauto.com is where you go to find your car online. And the all-new City Auto campus in Murfreesboro is where you go to see it in person. Go now, and we'll see you there.
You buy something because you found it at a low price, and soon you realize it's no bargain because you really needed something better. It happens all the time, especially with car insurance. But the good news is you can get the right coverage at the right price. Just talk to me, State Farm Agent Bud Morris. I'll help you get the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Call me at 893-1417 today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Bud Morris, providing insurance and financial services.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Floyd Stadium. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Welcome back into the Boulevard. Rick Stockstill live tonight. Couple of guests coming up in our second half hour, and looking forward to that. Want to let you know, especially for the folks who are here in the building and also those who are listening, the Blue Raider Athletic Association giving fans an opportunity to donate the score from Saturday's game, either $45.31, $453.10, or $4,531. And Robert Sampson, I think, has some slips here. You can fill out your donation while you're here, but you can also do that by calling the BRAA office. Well, Coach, not only was Zaylin Wood an award winner, but Chase Cunningham today was named 2 things. He got 2 awards today as well. He was the Conference USA Offensive Player of the Week and was named one of the Manning Stars of the Week. And very well deserved as he threw for 408 yards, 3 touchdowns, had throws of 98, 89, 71, and 65 yards. So 4 throws over 65 yards. And Chase stayed out of trouble, and credit his offensive line guys for that on Saturday.
Yeah, Chase played really well, threw the ball good. Probably had one bad throw, his interception. There was obviously it was his worst throw of the day, but man, he played really good. He was tough, made good decisions, was accurate with the ball, threw it away a couple times to get out of pressure. Just did a really nice job, and it's hard to do, complete 16 balls for 400 yards. And I was teasing DJ Chisholm yesterday. I said, because he dropped a little bubble pass, I said, you drop it on purpose so you wouldn't hurt your 84-yard average. He caught 2 balls for 160 yards, whatever it was, 169. And, but no, Chase played good, very deserving of those 2 awards.
For those who like stats, the NCAA record for average yardage per completion is 22.2 or 3, something like that. Chase averaged 25.5, but you have to have a minimum number of completions, and he was just a couple under that. Otherwise, he would have blown away another NCAA record. And your offensive coordinator, Mitch Stewart, today named Group of 5 Offensive Coordinator of the Week by On3.com. But big plays, we talked about the 2 that DJ had. Jalen Lane had one as well. But you talk about explosive plays a lot, and it's kind of a chicken and the egg. Do the explosive plays stretch the defense and allow the run game to be better, or does the run game being better force the defense to be honest?
Well, I mean, to me, there's not a difference between a run explosive play and a pass explosive play. So when I talk about explosive plays, I'm talking about runs as well as passes. And for us and for most colleges, most schools, an explosive run is 12 yards or more. An explosive pass is 16 yards or more. So they actually had more. They had 8 explosive plays, and we had 7. But our explosive plays were really big numbers.
Right.
Theirs were 16-16, 32-28, 8. They had those kind of explosive plays where ours were ginormous. Ours were, off the chart explosive. So, I think you can – I don't think either one really sets up the pass or sets up the run better. But they're both critical in the success of your offense.
Yep, and those long plays can come in different ways. The DJs came where he outran and got behind defenders. Jalen Lane had one, and Jalen Lane had 130 yards of receptions, but 96 yards after catch.
Yeah,
he can do something with it.
His first one, he catches a 10-yard curl and goes 85 with it and gets, hawked it to 5. And, and then the play there again, I talked about earlier, I don't think our goal line stands have gotten enough talk. I don't think it was a 24-yard completion chase to Jalen there down their right sideline that set up the 1 or 2 yard run there for the touchdown with Frank. I don't think that play gets enough talk either. So that was a really good route, a good throw, and a good catch there on that play. So, no, Jalen's a really good player, a really good receiver. We didn't have him that first game, and, so glad to have him back.
Absolutely, and Raiders win it by a score of 45-31. Want to let you know that we will have time for questions with the coach here in the second half of the show, along with a couple of guests. We'll be previewing the UTSA matchup with Andy Everett, the voice of the UTSA Roadrunners, here shortly. And if you're around, drop one of the question cards up here. We'll get to those in just a bit. Also want to remind you that tonight's show is brought to you in part by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Middle Tennessee fans back to Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, and we welcome you back there on Friday night. This year, Bud Light is for the fans. We'll take a timeout. More on Rick Stockstill Live after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
How how to win? How about a win? How about a win with top prizes? How about a bid for, win, and a play for quick bucks? How about a win? About a win with a win and a bid for $1, $2, $5, $10 quick games, the best cash games around. How about a win? About a win with a win and sold at your nearest Tennessee Lottery retailer.
Try the new instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. They're loaded with top prizes from $50 up to $5,000. Get them before they're gone. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association?
Hey, Chip,
Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing, update your information, and see how you can be involved and informed.
Leave the Zoom open for Chris,
Facebook,
okay?
Twitter, and Instagram.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company. For 82 years, Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name in heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 1-888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Hi, we're RJ Young. We offer technology solutions that power your business, school, hospital, church, law firm, and more. RJ Young will empower your office to be the modern office. That means an office that integrates technology as a business advantage, all to help you work smarter. From managed IT services, office equipment, and technology, business process outsourcing, and digital communications, we're proud to be your one-stop for technology solutions that power your business. Come visit us at rjyoung.com.
The Blue Raiders play here. WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
True Blue fans, whether you're tuned into the game on radio, watching on TV, or sitting in the stands, stay up to date with Blue Raider football with this year's Football Game Day Yearbook and Digital Game Day Guide. Go to goblueraiders.com or check it out on the Blue Raider app. This week's opponent, of course, Friday night, 6:30, UTSA comes to town. The defending league champions and off to a 2-2 start this year, but they have played well in their 4 games leading into this conference opener. And Andy Everett, the longtime radio voice of the Roadrunners, joins us tonight from the Riverwalk City. And Andy, you guys, everybody's excited about conference play, and it all starts this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think the atmosphere is going to be great from what I can tell when we get to Murfreesboro on Friday. UTSA played on the road twice so far this year, 103,000 almost at Texas, and not quite that many at Army, but just a really cool atmosphere when you're playing there. And Jeff Taylor mentioned today in his press conference that he thinks those games where UTSA had to play with those kind of crowds and that kind of adversity are good for them going into a hostile environment Friday night.
Well, one thing that has not changed about UTSA is an outstanding quarterback. One thing that has changed, Sincere McCormick is not there anymore. Tell us a little bit about what we should expect offensively from the Roadrunners and how they may be a little different this year or not.
Well, I think they want to run the football more, but not only do they not have Sincere McCormick, but their starting projected left tackle See, first of all, they lost Spencer Burford, who's starting for the San Francisco 49ers, who's been a 4-year starter at left tackle. They got a junior college player that they were expecting to play that spot. He got hurt in training camp and won't be back until late in the year. They lost their right tackle on the 4th or 5th play of the Houston game. They've lost another player to a season-ending injury at tackle, and the current left tackle is someone that was a converted guard. So that's been part of the issue with the running game. And I think Brendan Brady and Traylon Smith are really, really good backs. But Sincere McCormick was a really special back, and he decided to go pro. He's on the Raiders injured list right now. But that's been the difference, I think, in the team is that they certainly throw the ball probably about 10 or 15% more than A, they would like to, and A, they have, or B, they have in the past. But they have this, I think, as good a wide receiver core as any. I think the Blue Raiders have some good wide receivers as well, but Decorian/JT Clark and Cephas and Zachary Franklin are all really good wide receivers. And don't forget their tight end, Oscar Cardenas. People kind of let him kind of roam freely, and he's made some big plays for UTSA in the last couple of years.
Yep. So talk a little bit about defensively what the Roadrunners have hung their hat on so far.
Well, defensively, it's pretty much the same defense as last year, except at linebacker. They lost Clarence Hicks and Chuck Wiley to graduation. Those were the two outside linebackers, and they've had some. They've got really good players that are filling that void, but very young players and a lot of inexperience there. Trey Moore's not played until this year. Jamori Robinson hasn't played until this year, and those are the two guys at those outside linebacker spots. And there's some others. Plus, they've had some injuries there as well after the Texas game. So I don't know. I know that Danye Taylor will play. I'm not sure what Dadrian Taylor's status is. That's going to be probably a game-time decision. But they're very aggressive on defense. I was a little bit disappointed in the way that they were the running game for Texas Southern really hurt UTSA, and they had over 400 yards of total offense against UTSA on Saturday. But I think Texas Southern's a very underrated offense, and so UTSA was able to play a lot of young guys in that game and rest their regulars. So we'll see how they perform against Middle. But a very aggressive defense, three-man front. They'll cheat with the linebackers on the edge. And they've got two really good cover guys in Corey Mayfield and Nick Troy Fortune.
Well, there's having this game on a national platform, CBS Sports Network, great way to kick off the Conference USA season.
Absolutely. I think any time that you can showcase your school, and let's face it, the UTSAs and the Middle Tennessees are going to get lost in the shuffle on Saturday quite often unless you're playing a Power 5 school. And obviously we played Texas, and you guys had the big win over Miami, and those were good opportunities to showcase your school. But on Friday nights, other than those who are participating in or watching high school football, the college stage is ours. And so that makes it for a good showing. And the last 2 years, we played last year as part of a conference schedule. And in 2020, you guys came to San Antonio as part of a COVID makeup game.
Yeah, filled in for Memphis.
Both of those games came right down to the wire, one possession game. So I'm guessing we'll have another one of those on Friday.
You're probably right. Andy, appreciate the time tonight. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Friday.
Oh, that's right. Friday. That's on Friday. I'll see you a day early. I knew I was going to catch myself here somewhere along on that, but appreciate it. Stock loved that when I made the flub. So I'll talk to you on Friday. Andy Everett, the voice of the Roadrunners, joining us here. We'll take a timeout. More to come on Rick Stockstill Live after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
The MTSU debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union. This card is exactly what you need for your busy lifestyle. Use it online and in stores. Purchases are automatically deducted from your Ascend checking account, and you can even add the card to your mobile wallet for ultimate convenience. Bank where the Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union. Exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
Ascend is federally insured by NCUA. Visit us at ascend.org. Murfreesboro, you can count on an award-winning service team for all your home maintenance and improvement needs. Lee Company, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, recognized by Angie's List as a super service provider since 2008, is ready to assist with all your home maintenance needs. Heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, home improvement, and more. Experience the convenience of calling one phone number for all your home maintenance and improvement needs. Call Lee Company today at 615-867-1000 or visit leecompany.com.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Dr. Mark Hardison with Middle Tennessee Oral and Implant Surgery. We are so proud to be able to serve the Blue Raider teams and their families when they need wisdom teeth removed, dental implants, or other specialty oral care. Our mission is to provide health care as it should be, providing compassion, availability, and excellence to every one of our patients. We deeply appreciate the support of your business as we join in supporting our team. Let's go Blue!
It's just a few cocktails at happy hour.
There aren't any cops around.
After every game, we always have a few. It's no big deal.
It was just a few drinks. I'm good.
Hey, I can hold my liquor.
I drink and drive all the time.
If you put away some drinks, put away your keys. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, Chip Walters here. Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturdays from 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, T-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or at Gate 2A on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
The flagship station for Blue Raider sports, WGNS.
Welcome back into Rick Stockstill Live tonight as we come to you from the Boulevard here in Murfreesboro, just across campus, getting ready for Friday night. UTSA coming up, and we got a bunch of questions for the coach. And the first one off the bat talks about Middle being on the national stage and one of the hottest topics in college football. And to help us out with that, I want to bring in Chris Childers, the host of The Full Ride on Sirius XM ESPNU Radio and a Blue Raider alum. He was bouncing off the walls on Twitter on Saturday night. Chris, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, Chip.
He's very quiet today. You got him?
Really good. Can you hear me?
Hey,
I had to hit on mute.
There you are. Everybody give Chris a round of applause so he can hear you. There you go. You don't have a live audience on your show, do you?
No, I do it from home. I can never see anybody. It's kind of, I'm like in my little office, and it's kind of a wild illusion to me that people are listening to the radio show. It's all we've been talking about for the last 48 hours. It felt like Michigan State to me. It really did. It was one of those moments where Middle gets up and you're just kind of waiting. Can we hang on? Can we hang on? These guys are bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. Can we do it? Can we do it? And then, like when Giddy Potts got into the lane and hit that shot and put us up 5, I think it was, you start to realize we're going to win. And I don't know what moment that was for you, Chip. It might have been your call on the 98-yard touchdown pass, but there was just a moment where I was like, I think we're actually going to do this. And when that happened, I have gotten so many tweets from people, so many text messages. Gino Toretta and I have been fighting a lot on social media, but we own him. I mean, he's got nothing to say at all because Middle's record, I think, against Miami, you said on the radio, was 3-0 or something like that. But it's all the buzz. We talked about it on the show today. It was the first thing we did. We had Coach Stockstill on. I sang the fight song, which certainly wasn't a good listen for anybody, but I couldn't help myself. It matters. I think anytime and you might be asking me this next, so sorry if you're going to go down this path, but not only did we get $1.5 million from Miami, the value, I was joking, but not joking with my wife. I said the value of my degree just went up because everybody's talking about us.
Well, and that was part, the how it played on a national stage and your partner on the radio, Rick Neuheisel, you guys do a great job, and we thank you for it, of talking about Group of 5 football and how good the G5s are and what a role that they're playing in college football this season.
Two things on that, because I got to tell you, Chip, as I was watching us beat Miami, and I watched A&M lose to App State, and I watched Nebraska go down a couple weeks ago to Georgia Southern, and a bunch of other teams like us are going to these places and winning, I got such a jolt of energy because you know what, Chip? For the first time ever, it's going to start to matter. We're going to have access to this playoff. And I've always been frustrated because, to me, college football has been wonderful, and it certainly is great at our level in the Group of 5, and we have incredible football programs. But when we get to the end, the best we can do typically, except for Cincinnati this past year, that was an exception, but the best teams like us can get to the end. And if we play in one of those New Year's Six bowl games, if we win, it's always the other team didn't want to be there and they didn't make the playoff. And there's always an excuse, right? Having the fact that we're going to go to 12 teams and have 6 leagues that are going to have automatic berths, that to me as a Middle Tennessee fan gives me a jolt of energy. Because now I really believe there's 2 major leagues. There's the Big Ten and the SEC, and there's everybody else. And the best thing we could have done, and now that I'm looking at this playoff, the best thing we could have done was stay right where we're at in Conference USA. Geographically, it's going to suit us so well, and I think it's going to put us in a position where we could be one of those teams, especially with the investment in facilities, where we could be a part of that. So the Miami win just made me believe that more than ever. I mean, we went there and dominated for 4 quarters, and if you don't believe the blurred lines are blurred in college football, you're not paying attention. Really and truly, Chip, there's, 5, 6, 7, maybe, we can go as high as 10, 15 really great programs that get elite players. And I'm being generous by throwing out that last number. And everybody else is kind of the same. There's a lot of blurred lines in college football. Does Miami have bigger, better players on the line of scrimmage? Yeah, sure. But what's happened now with this transfer portal is that you could go in and replace guys really fast. You could get speed where you need it, and you could address situations. So the Group of 5 is in a really, really good situation, and I think Middle Tennessee just proved that the other night.
Well, I'll tell you, it was certainly a fun night, and I really got tickled reading your tweets after the game. Are you going to be able to come down on Friday?
The fact that it's Friday, 100,000,000,000%. I'm absolutely going to go there, and I hope if they still have – I haven't been to the restaurant in a while, but if they still have the fried mac and cheese balls on the menu – I'm going to the Boulevard before the game for sure.
They are. They're here, and
they're awesome.
They're awesome, and be careful if you hang out in the beer garden. Be safe.
Yes, I will. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, thanks, Chris. Chris Childers of Sirius XM, ESPNU Radio. Thanks for being on, and that keeps us, like you said, being one of the hottest topics in college football. How fun is that for you?
It's
part of the job as well, among other things.
Not so much that. Everybody, we've all got that responsibility. But I just think it's a tremendous opportunity to talk about our university, our program, our football players, our team, our assistant coaches. I just think it's a wonderful opportunity to talk about everybody. Like I said earlier, our students met us at the bus. We've got a great crowd here tonight. Everybody's here at the Boulevard. Great food, great drinks, Thanks to Dr. McPhee. Thanks to Liz for coming tonight. Just everybody, it's just a great opportunity to talk about Middle Tennessee State University.
Yep, it is. Well said. Well said. Sean O'Toole wants to know, is it a difficult job after a big road win to keep on that even keel and and be ready for Friday on a quick turnaround?
It's not hard for coaches because we're old. We're 100 years old. We understand it. It's harder for student athletes because, we're around them 3 hours a day at the max, and for the other part, they're in classes, they're at this, and everybody's patting them on the back, telling them, they're the greatest thing since, Domino's Pizza, and just it's so. But we've got a mature group. We're a young team. We're a very young team, but we're a very mature team, and I think we'll handle it well.
Don wanted to know, how do you suppose Miami feels about man-to-man coverage now?
Yeah, I mean, they got an open date this week. They don't play, so they get a little bit longer to sit on this one. I hope they're enjoying that.
Yeah. Don also wanted to know, well, first of all, he said maybe you should take the wives on every trip if you come up with wins like that. But also he talked a little bit about the hey, Theo. He talked a little bit about the he wanted to talk a little bit about the ACC officiating crew a little bit, and how frustrating was it at times during the night?
Not really. I mean, they communicated great. They called everything, I thought, on the field how they saw it. And the ones that went to review the ACC, they've got the review there at the stadium, but they've also got a headquarters or whatever in Greensboro, North Carolina, that it goes there. So, yeah, it's frustrating, some of the calls, and again, you can't really tell during the game on the field. You see what you think you see, and then, you watch it on film, but it's not – we don't have the luxury of a TV replay and all that where you can slow things down and all that. So
it seemed like it took forever to play the first minute of the fourth quarter, though.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get their TV. I figured up the times, it was with all the TV timeouts and everything, it was 47 minutes throughout the game because they send it to you, before the game. So it was going to be a long game either way.
Yep. Maverick wants to know, who was your wingman on the sidelines?
My wingman, that's my brother Jeff. I got to be talking about my brother Jeff. That sucker was fired up now, and he played receiver at Clemson when they won the first national championship. But that sucker, you'd have thought he, graduated from Middle Tennessee State University because he loves these dadgum Blue Raiders. And speaking of him, we got Sky, my granddaughter, out here. Sky making her first coach's show appearance, so glad to see her. But no, that had to be my brother Jeff.
All right, and the other more personal question was, which of the players influenced your post-game dance celebration the most?
No, I wouldn't say players, but I'm a Michael Jackson guy. Grew up with Michael Jackson, and I'm normally a moonwalker, but that rain came, there towards the end, and they got me with some Gatorade anyway, and my shoes were wet, so I couldn't slide, so I had to do some other stuff.
You had a little shimmy shake going
I
there.
don't know what I was doing. I was just fired up for the players.
I understand that. But, about the time the end of the game happened, those hurricane tears started flying out of the sky, and the Blue Raiders celebrated a 45-31 win over the Hurricanes. We'll take a timeout and get Coach Stock's thoughts on the upcoming week right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
Make a comeback after joint and back pain and get back to what you love with help from Ascension St. Thomas Joint Replacement Institute and Ascension St. Thomas Spine Institute. Our experienced care teams offer the latest technology to help shorten recovery, including minimally invasive options and robotic surgery. And to make getting care easier, we connect the dots for you, helping you navigate everything from imaging and lab services to pharmacy and physical therapy. Details about appointment scheduling can be found at ascension.org/St. Thomas Joint and Spine.
This is Coach Stockstill. I want to talk some trash. No, not about the game. I want to talk about the litter problem on our roadways. The Tennessee Department of Transportation spends $19 million every year just to pick up litter. There's over 100 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time, making our state unsightly and unsafe. Litter harms our highways, waterways, even our wildlife. So let's do something about it. Don't litter. Remind others not to, and report littering when you see it. We can beat litter, but only if we're all on the same team. Join the movement today. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
It's never lost on Window
Last
World
commercial break
that your
here.
home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity will be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and proud partner of Middle Tennessee Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the details.
The Blue Raiders on News Radio
The Braves have been here
WGNS.
since 1981. WGNS.
Welcome back in for a final segment with Coach Rick Stockstill here tonight as the Blue Raiders get set to take on the UTSA Roadrunners on Friday night. Our broadcast on the Blue Raider Network begins at 5 p.m. from the Hall of Fame as our tailgate show and Inside Blue Raider Football come from there with Dick and Dwayne, and then upstairs for countdown to kickoff at 6 o'clock, and then 6:30 kickoff against UTSA. And, Coach, this Roadrunner squad won the league a year ago, and they were outstanding. But, you know, I look at back at that day, that's where Chase Cunningham really had his coming out party. Got it going in the second half against the Roadrunners down at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, Chip. Real quick before we get started, just a shout out to Ed Ezel. Just let him know we're thinking about him. Big-time Blue Raider fan. He had some lung surgery here, and just want you to know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, my man. We appreciate you and praying for you.
Double E.
Yep. So, but no, you know, Chase came in there in the second half, and you know, we scored a couple touchdowns, you know, but we didn't do good enough to win the game. But now Chase is a good player, and you know, he'll be ready to go this Friday night.
And how good is this UTSA team?
I think they're really good. I mean, they got a lot of older guys. They got 8 starters that are seniors on offense, 7 that are seniors on defense. They're extremely fast. They have probably the best quarterback. Well, the best quarterback we've faced so far this year, and one of the best in this conference. So, very talented, explosive, and you know, so we got to be ready to go.
Certainly do, and for your guys, that the atmosphere for the TSU game was outstanding. Need that again this week.
Yeah, I'll be shocked if we don't have a great crowd. You know, just. You know, it's Friday night, a lot going on, and these guys deserve a big crowd, and I know we'll show up and be loud out there and be ready for this deal, and look forward to, you know, honoring KB, Kevin Byard, too, here, you know, retiring his number.
It's all happening on Friday night. Be loud, be proud, and be blue. We say good night from the Boulevard on the Blue Raider Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to Rick Stockstill Live. Tonight's show was presented by Ascend Federal